My name is Carlos. I'm the chef owner of Tzuco, and today we're gonna prepare an amazing dish called el pozole. It's a dish that my mother taught me how to make, and it's amazing. We're gonna use it with seared scallops, and one of the main ingredients is gonna be a pasote, a Mexican herb that is gonna incorporate a lot of flavors, really depth flavors to our dish. All right, we're gonna start by getting the corn clean. And basically, I like to use a towel. So this way, when you cut the corn, doesn't jump all over. And then very careful, go around. You need to save this. This one is gonna give a lot of flavor to your broth. So basically, I got some water already boiling here. So I'm gonna turn it on, put the corn in there. So I'm gonna use probably 2 of the corn for this recipe. I'm gonna do the same process. And this is a pasote. It's a Mexican herb. We utilize a lot. My mother, we can find this in the wild. Everywhere in Mexico, and the south of Mexico, we can find it everywhere in the, in the fields. So, it's very aromatic, really strong. Normally what we use on this one, we just incorporate to the broth or to the beans, but we try not to blend it, because when you blend it, incorporate everything, it gets to really be very strong, and it takes over whatever you're doing. So you just want to add the aromatics to the broth, okay? So we're gonna incorporate that in there. Because remember, this corn we're using right here is sweet, so you don't want the sweetness and the saltiness fighting for it, a space. So you want to add just a little salt so the sweetness is just resolved. So we're going to incorporate that in there. And we're going to let it cook for about maybe 4 to 5 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to use some of the chile poblanos. Okay, we're gonna take the seeds out. So basically, we don't wanna use that. And we're gonna dice, small dice, or medium size, that's fine. Because we're gonna saute this. And we're gonna use some of the corn broth to do our el pozole. El pozole is something between green pozole and esquites. Esquites is the corn that you find in the streets. We got some green tomatillos. Remember, tomatillos, it has this bitterness, sourness that it needs that. So it's gonna blend beautiful with our corn. So we're gonna use about 8 of these babies right here. So for the next thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna incorporate a little bit olive oil to our pan. I'm gonna use some of the garlic, just taking the ends off. Normally it gets really, when you use these ends, it gets a little bitter, so I don't like that. And serrano pepper. Serrano pepper, remember the poblano, normally they're not spicy. Serrano is gonna just give it the spiciness that we need. So that we're gonna incorporate right there. We're gonna saute it. We're gonna add some salt. And we're gonna finish it with the tomatillo. We're gonna incorporate everything together, the corn broth and the vegetables that we just cooked. We're gonna add it right here. We're gonna flavor it. And then we just have to sear the scallops and put the dish together. It's super easy. The flavors are amazing, really amazing. I mean, you can play so much with that. Normally, you wanna finish it with green apples, relish or tomatillo relish, whatever you wanna do to the dish. It's just giving you the base of doing this amazing el pozole. All right, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna discard this. We don't wanna use it. Blend it. I'm gonna put it right in there, in the blender. So you wanna have the beautiful green color and the corn. It looks just beautiful. I got some sea scallops right here. I'm gonna keep it very simple. Just gonna incorporate salt, peppercorn, both sides. Now, I love searing my scallops for one side. I don't know about you, you probably both sides, that's okay. Just searing the scallops from one side, it gives me the opportunity to serve it really like medium rare, and that's how I like them. To me, it's just, you know, the way to get perfection on the sear. Gonna put this on top to garnish it. All right, let's go for it. In the meantime, we're gonna turn it off. And we're gonna use another liquid. And it's okay, you get some corn on it. Perfect. We're gonna discard these babies. We don't need it anymore. You can smell this. It's amazing. Just the combination of the pasote and the corn together, to die for it. So I'm just gonna blend this. See how green it is? So now with this, it goes to the corn. Very good. We're gonna let it simmer for about another 1 minute, and we're gonna have plate ready. We're gonna plate it right in here. Okay, very simple. Presentation-wise, look at this. The beautiful color, it's just like having green pozole. Green pozole with fresh corn. I call it el pozole, a dish from Guerrero. Remember, we add some salt in the first place to the broth, so we don't have to add more. That's plenty. We don't want that fighting with the corn. And the scallops should be ready. Look at the beautiful sear on the scallop from one side. So they're medium rare, and the relish on top. Very good. So we got el pozole with seared scallops and tomatillo relish. Enjoy it.